Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's time to talk about WWE SummerSlam 2026 honest review. I'm here, and I'm going to give you guys my just real talk, unadulterated opinions, constructive criticism. Triple H, hopefully you're listening. Let's get into it.
Welcome to...
You're listening to the Wrestling Takeover.
What is your name?
With your host, Jordan Turner, who's always gonna keep it real.
Come on, King.
Inside and outside the ring.
Let me make myself clear. He's got the fans behind him, King.
It's time to take over, King.
Are you ready? He's all fired up now, King. The Takeover.
Let's go.
I appreciate everybody who was out there listening to this podcast. This is the official SummerSlam review, results, and analysis. Honest opinion. Key word there, honest. You know, we're going to get into the official results on everything that transpired tonight. We are going to kick things off with Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi. Let's talk about the main event because that was the last thing that we seen. But before we do that, I want to read you what Triple H had to say, earlier in the night before SummerSlam, getting ready for SummerSlam. Triple H said, this is going into SummerSlam. So this was before SummerSlam even started. He was backstage with Kathy Kelly. Kathy Kelly, was asking him several questions about the potential of SummerSlam on night 1 and night 2. What can we look forward to? Triple H said, quote, regarding tonight's SummerSlam, it's going to be one hell of a ride. As I put my phone down, I'm looking at my notes as I put my phone down. Triple H. This was not one hell of a ride. Respectfully. If you guys are out there and you enjoyed SummerSlam, props to you guys. Props to you guys. Respect to you guys. I enjoyed bits and pieces of SummerSlam. I did. The way that main event concluded, I'm over here asking myself, Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar did not need the Hell in a Cell match. It's time to have a real discussion. A real adult-like conversation about the Hell in a Cell concept. Now, I want to make something perfectly clear. I'm not saying retire the Hell in a Cell concept. That's not what I'm doing, and that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is WWE continuously loves to false advertise things, especially when it comes to these gimmick matches, Hell in a Cells, Elimination Chambers, ladder matches, TLC matches. But for the most part, what I really want to focus on is Elimination Chamber, Steel Cage, Hell in a Cell match, these cage matches. As I was going into Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi third and final encounter, I'm thinking to myself, I've been talking to people, hey, we got to get some blood in this. We got to get some blood here. This is the final match. We got to get a similar match or to some extent of Undertaker and Brock Lesnar from No Mercy. I don't know why I thought that we could have potentially got that maybe I was just getting a little bit too excited for this potential matchup. I'm never doing that again. At the end of this match, I'm in my room. I'm looking around, looking at the ground. I'm like, yo, that's it? That's how we end it? The paying tribute to The Undertaker from Brock Lesnar was amazing. He paying homage to my GOAT was great. I'm with that 100%. But we got to keep it a buck. We got to keep it real, man. I wish there was more people. Now I'm slowly starting to see it, but, you know, more people really need to just keep it real with the product right now where we sit. WWE is in a weird transition right now. The match with Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi, I'm not talking about the match. The match, in terms of quality, was the same shit that we got not once, but twice. So I'm not talking about the match. The match was whatever. It was the same old thing. It was the same shit that we got from 1 and 2. Difference is, it was inside Hell in a Cell. Simple. I'm frustrated as a fan because we're getting a Hell in a Cell match and we're all thinking, all right, we're going to see some blood. You know, we're going to see some barbaric stuff. My nigga, we didn't see none of that shit. I mean, some of the stuff was like, all right, like a little barbaric here and there, but it wasn't like to a point where it was like crazy. I'm not, and I never wanted WWE to go into it like AEW and blood, guts, all that shit. That's not what I wanted, but I wanted some type of color, some blood. Yeah, Brock got cut too, a little red here and there, but I'm talking about actual blood. This match really felt half-ass. It really felt half-ass, man. It felt to me, I'm mostly blaming Triple H and the producers here. I am not putting any blame on Brock Lesnar or Oba Femi. I know what I was getting myself into in terms of match quality. So my frustration are not towards those two individuals. But man, like the match and the way it was structured, it was the same thing from the first match to the second match. The difference was the Hell in a Cell structure. It's really time to have that conversation regarding the Hell in a Cell. You guys need to really get rid of that Hell in a Cell, and you only need to bring Hell in a Cell back when the story calls for it. Now, yes, the story for Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi called for it. That is correct. But my nigga, if you are going to bring it back, but then give us what you gave us tonight at SummerSlam, my nigga, I don't want Hell in a Cell. Get rid of it. Save it for another feud, for another story. Not Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi. I would have rather seen a street fight. I would have rather seen a last man standing match, not a Hell in a Cell match. And it was so funny because I was pitching a Hell in a Cell match prior to WWE even announcing a Hell in a Cell match. Let's keep it a buck. I was already like, you know what? Let's do Lesnar. Let's do Oba Femi 3 inside Hell in a Cell at SummerSlam. Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's go all in on it. Let's take resembles of, you know, Brock Lesnar and Undertaker from, I believe it was 03 No Mercy, or 02 or 03 No Mercy. Let's get that popping. Yo, we didn't get any of that. And I'm really disappointed. I really am disappointed. And to be honest, just straight up with you, I don't want to see a Hell in a Cell match until they have the right story, the right rivalry with two individuals going in there and we get some color and it ends in a way where it's appropriate to be inside Hell in a Cell. That match had no business being inside Hell in a Cell. I want to make that abundantly clear. This match had no business being inside Hell in a Cell. Respect to Brock Lesnar, though. Brock Lesnar, and I knew it as soon as we seen the first interaction with Oba Femi. I'm saying to myself, and I'm saying it to my friends, hey, yo, straight up, Brock Lesnar loves Oba Femi. Brock Lesnar is going to put over Oba Femi. I don't know how many matches they're going to have with each other, but at the end of the day, and when it's all said and done, Brock Lesnar is going to put over Oba Femi. That's exactly what he did. So salute to Brock Lesnar. Respect to Brock Lesnar for that. Him coming back into the ring and telling Oba Femi to get back in the ring and saying that this guy is the future. This guy's the new beast incarnate. This guy's the next big thing. This guy's the next face of the WWE. I'm telling you right now, straight up, I'm keeping it a buck with you. This dude, Oba Femi, needs to be the face of the WWE for the new generation of the WWE superstars. I'm telling y'all that right now. It needs to be Oba Femi. If it's not Oba Femi, we are going to have a serious fucking problem. Because why are you putting all this effort into Oba Femi, King of the Ring, beating Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, beating Brock Lesnar inside Hell in a Cell, doing all of these great, fantastic things with Oba Femi? Rumored to be facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Rumored, I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not, but rumored, he just has a big rocket pack on him. You're going to do all that, and you're not going to make him the face of the company. I don't understand how that would work. That wouldn't make any type of sense. That wouldn't make no type of sense. WWE needs to build up Oba Femi as the next big thing, as the face of the WWE in this new generation of WWE superstars. It needs to go through Oba Femi. Point blank, period. Simple. So, now we got all that out of the way with Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar. Yo, night one of SummerSlam. I know I started off by kind of narrating and, transcripts of my thoughts of SummerSlam, but I really didn't really want to, go engaged into SummerSlam night one. Overall, as night one, this was, I'm going to give it a, because like I said, y'all, I do thumbs up or thumbs down. I don't do no in between. We don't do no what's passable. It's okay. Now we do thumbs up or thumbs down. We do cheers or we do boos over here. I'm going to give SummerSlam a thumbs up. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. But yo, SummerSlam, I don't know what's going to happen on night two. WWE really needs to give us better stories. They need to give us better creative. They need to give us better characters. Going into some of these matches, real talk with you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, real talk. Liv Morgan and Io Sky. I did not care about their build at all. LA Knight, Rose Keys, and Solo Sikoa versus the Usos and Jacob Fatu. Their story, I did not care for. I did care about Gunther and Nick Aldis. I did not care about Fatal Influence and Nikki Bella and Brie Bella and Paige. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not care about Cody Rhodes and CM Punk and their story either. And then Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar, I did care about that. So you can see that I kind of cared, but I didn't care at the same time. This card structurally was fine in terms of the lineup. Started off hot with Liv Morgan and Io Sky. And that's what we're gonna jump into. We're gonna jump into the open. I am not talking about the main event. We already talked about it. I gave you guys my opinion, my honest perspectives on Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar. So we're gonna talk about the rest of the matches here. And we're gonna close it with CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. Liv Morgan retained the women's championship tonight. You know, WWE with their women, y'all got to do a better job at telling stories for the women. This feud was straight trash. The story was straight trash leading into SummerSlam. Liv Morgan, she has not defended the championship in so long. Okay? That's frustrating as a viewer. That is very frustrating. People were talking about, get rid of the, just have her get stripped. Why is she not defending the championship? WWE, you have nothing for Liv Morgan. Why? She hasn't defended the championship up until now. She has not defended the championship since WrestleMania. And Liv Morgan was going on interviews and tweeting and doing all of this stuff to each her own. God bless her. But, baby, your run as women's champ has been straight trash. Now, it is not Liv Morgan's fault. It is not Liv Morgan's fault. That is on the creative team. Are y'all waiting for Stephanie Vaquer? I don't know what's going on. I'll get to that in a second. Liv Morgan retained the title tonight. I am not shocked by that decision. I'm not. It is abundantly clear. It is crystal clear. WWE is a big fan of Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is one of their favorites. I'm just going to say that right now. Favoritism, Liv Morgan, she's got that. But she has proven herself time and time again. So I want to get her flowers here. Because this match was really good. This match was great. This match was fun throughout. It told a great story. Both Liv and Io did amazing. Where are we going with Liv Morgan now? Where are we going? I know, but I know where they should go, but where are they going? Is Stephanie Vaquer coming back? Because I know there was reports saying that WWE, they really want to book Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv Morgan. And to be honest, it does make sense. They have story. They have history. It makes sense. But damn, is that a story that I want to see be played out? Is that a story that people want to see? I'm not sure. For me personally, I wouldn't mind it. It makes sense. If it makes sense, I don't mind it. I am getting tired. I'm getting sick and tired. Keep it a buck. With Roxanne Perez being just there. Roxanne Perez is a prodigy, bro. Roxanne Perez is the future. Why is she not in just any, must-see high-profile stories and matches? We need to really start building towards this Judgment Day split. We need to get the story of Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. We need to start doing something with those three ladies, like now. Because I don't know where they're dragging this all. I don't know if they're going to drag it all the way to WrestleMania. I don't know if they're going to drag it all the way to WrestleMania, where we get Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez at WrestleMania for the women's championship. If they do that, I'm totally fine with what they're doing right now. If that is the end plan, I'm totally okay with that. If that's not the plan, then we need to do something like now with this story because it's starting to drag on. I'm one of the biggest Io Sky fans ever in WWE. In the community, in universe, however you want to kind of slang and say it. I love Io Sky. So when I see her challenge Liv Morgan, I immediately just kind of felt disappointed because I just knew she was going to lose. I knew my girl was going to lose. And she lost tonight. What are we doing with Io Sky? What are we doing? You know, I think WWE really needs to move Io away from the world title picture. And they need to put her in the Intercontinental Championship picture. The main story for the world title needs to be Roxanne Perez, Liv Morgan. You could add Raquel Rodriguez to that, but she's the Intercontinental champ. So I think Io should be in the Intercontinental Championship picture. But the world title, Roxanne Perez, Liv Morgan, and Stephanie Vaquer. And a returning Becky Lynch whenever she gets back. I don't know what is going on with Io. I'm kind of concerned. I'm really concerned, especially after this match. I just don't know where my girl goes from here. I'm interested. I'm nervous. Is she going to continue the feud with Liv Morgan? I'm not sure. Is she even going to be the one to dethrone Liv Morgan? That's the question, too. I don't think she should be the one to dethrone Liv Morgan. If I'm going to keep it a buck, it needs to either be Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez, and or Stephanie Vaquer. Who knows? But the match was great. It was a fun opening match to SummerSlam. The crowd got into it. And they really love Io Sky. I mean, who doesn't love Io Sky? Come on. You know, Liv Morgan, I'm going to end this here. In this talking point regarding this match, and I'm going to move on to the next match. Liv Morgan, I could tell with every match that she is in, and I know this for a fact because she kind of just exposed it. You know, when she went backstage on social media, I seen a clip where she was pretty much saying, fuck the haters, fuck you. Every match that woman is a part of, you can tell she is trying to prove the doubters wrong. You could tell. It's crystal clear. And I'm for that. I want Liv Morgan to get the world, and I'm a fan of Liv Morgan. But at some point, Roxanne Perez got to eat too. At some point, the prodigy has got to eat too. At some point, Raquel Rodriguez, sexy cool Raquel Rodriguez, she got to eat too. That's her nickname. I don't know who gave her that nickname, but that's her nickname. Raquel Rodriguez got to eat too. Now, she is eating because she is the women's Intercontinental champ. But Roxanne Perez, I'm getting tired of her being she's just there. And I need her to be in a feud with Liv Morgan. If it was up to me, I would soon start this story in the split of the Judgment Day. We'll see what happens. What's next for Io? I have no idea. But if it was up to me and I had the pin, I would kind of slowly turn her into being into the women's Intercontinental, Women's Intercontinental Championship picture. That's if I had to pin. That's just me. Maybe they get another match. But to be frank, I don't think it makes sense because Liv Morgan did technically beat Io clean. I know at first it looks like she was going to cheat with the Judgment Day getting involved, but towards the end, they did not get involved. So if we're looking at it on a clean slate, Liv Morgan defeated Io clean. We'll see what happens. Let's move on. Let's talk about the Bloodline versus Royce Keys, LA Knight, and Solo Sikoa. This is going to be quick, fast, and in a hurry regarding my opinions here. Number one, Solo Sikoa needs to be a face. This man needs to be a baby face. He's great, and he's incredibly talented. I knew he was incredibly talented, and it's showing once again that real life people are really, really, talented. Solo Sikoa has a lot of gift to gab. He has a lot of charisma with him. You feel me? And I think homie, should be a babyface. So he's really, really good. The potential of a babyface is really there for him. LA Knight still getting the pop, still getting the love. I don't see WWE really doing anything with LA Knight though. Honestly, I really don't. This match overall, I just didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. I'm going to keep it a buck. I didn't care. I don't really know what happens to any of these individuals. And I'm going to move on there because I just don't care. Gunther versus Nick Aldis. This was a match that I was really looking forward to on SummerSlam. And I'm going to say it right now. This match delivered. This match was great. This match was fun. Nick Aldis has not missed a step. He has not missed a step at all. He looked clean. He looked crisp. He looked incredible. Is Nick Aldis going to go back into the GM role? I believe he will. Will he pop out here and there? I think he'll pop out and show people. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. I think he'll pop out and, be in little feuds here and there when it's appropriate, when it calls for it, for him to be wrestling. Don't just turn him right into, you feel me, the, what's it called? As an in-ring performer. Like, nah, keep him as a GM, full-time GM, part-time pro wrestler. That's how I feel like they should kind of approach Nick Aldis. That's just my opinion. But Nick Aldis showed up and showed out. Respect to him. And he killed it tonight against Gunther. Gunther needed to desperately win this match. His credibility would have been in the toilet or damn near on life support, for real, if he did not defeat Nick Aldis. And I love the way he defeated him. He didn't put him to sleep, but he made homie tap out. Gunther, they need to restart Gunther's dominance here. They were talking about how they're going to retire Nick Aldis. Or he retired Cena. He retired AJ Styles. He retired Bill Goldberg. Is he going to retire Nick Aldis? I don't think Nick Aldis is going to retire. But the little legend killer, little myth there that they got with Gunther, it's going to eventually run dry because there's not that much out there, if not at all. So they need to come up with a different persona character for Gunther. And just give him the ring general and just have him go in there and just dominate people once again. You know what I mean? I honestly think Gunther is... I think Triple H thinks he's a priority. I do. But from what it looks like, it seems like Triple H is kind of falling a little bit out of favor from Gunther. Maybe I'm tripping. If I'm tripping, y'all let me know. But he just hasn't been as like a big priority, you know what I mean, on SmackDown. So that's not good. He needs to be a priority. He needs to be front and center on SmackDown. And you need to give him something to do, something substantial to do, if he's not going to compete in the world title picture, which from after tonight, it does not look like he's going to do that. So we need to do something with Gunther. Maybe have him challenge for the mid-card title again. You just need to come up with something for Gunther to do. That's substantial, and that's the real deal, and not just doing something because you ain't got him nothing to do. That's my opinion on it. But shout out to Nick Aldis. You had an amazing performance tonight, bruh. And salute to you, and also Gunther, the ring general. Nothing more, nothing less. We know what he brings to the table. We know how great he is. I will say Gunther is going to be underappreciated one day. I really believe people are going to undervalue him, and they're going to have him be underappreciated. Fatal Influence, they defeated the Bella Twins and Paige. Nikki Bella turned heel, a.k.a. the Bella Twins, turned on Paige, beat her down. It's kind of clear where they're going here. AJ Lee, I believe, is going to team up with Paige, and they are going to battle the Bella Twins. Once again, I remember they had it, before AJ Lee went on her pipe bomb little thing and went away. And they had their little spat with the Bella Twins. I believe we are going to get something like that again with AJ Lee. And Saraya needing a partner. That's where AJ Lee is going to come in. Maybe I'm wrong. Just from what I've seen tonight, that's kind of where I think things are going to go. Fatal Influence is incredible. I love Fatal Influence. They're incredibly talented. Very good looking. Very talented. Especially JC Jane, standout. Fallon Henley is incredible too. I forgot the other woman's name, but she's great too. The potential's there. She's very young in the game, but she's kind of picking things up very quickly, so she's great too. I don't know where Fatal Influence goes from here. Like, are they going to challenge for the women's tag team titles again? Like, I don't care. I care about Fatal Influence. I just don't care about the women's tag team titles. So it's really hard for me to get invested into what these ladies are doing. You know what I mean? And this is a match that I really didn't care for to the fullest extent. I respect Paige. I respect Nikki Bella, Brie Bella. And I love Fatal Influence. Big fan of Fatal Influence. This story, I just didn't care. It's really hard for me to get invested. And I know I'm not the only one that felt that way too. We'll see what happens. Closing out this podcast with CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. Before we talk about the co-main event, if we're going to be real, this should have been a main event. Especially from what we've seen with Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi, man. I don't think changing it was the right move, Triple H. Constructive criticism there. Please do me a solid, y'all. Please do me a solid. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. YouTube.com/JTTakeover. Best audio WWE content in the game right here on the Wrestling Takeover podcast. Spread the word of the Wrestling Takeover podcast. Word of mouth does go a long way. So support your boy. I would really, really appreciate it. Turn on all notifications so you guys don't miss any upcoming videos. The content is coming. We're going to be flowing through it. And my break is over, so it's time to get back to work. And follow me on social media. On Twitter, @JTTakeover. I'm also on Instagram, @The Wrestling Takeover. And we're killing it on TikTok. We're killing it, bro. We're killing it. I love Twitter and I love Instagram, but TikTok is just really the priority right now. We're really busting ass over there, making as much videos as I can, making as much content as I can, talking all things WWE while also keeping it real, keeping it respectful, but also showing my creativity side, as this is definitely the most creative wrestling podcast, WWE podcast in the space. So if you guys want to support me on TikTok, man, we're building a great foundation over there. We're building a great community over there. So if you guys want to go support me on TikTok, tiktok.com/JTTakeover. Show your boy some love. If you guys did not see, I did a video on Julia, and it's on, I believe it's closing near on 3K views on TikTok. So if you guys want to support, I would really appreciate it. Julia deserves better. Let's not forget that. CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, man. People on social media are going crazy. This is an instant classic. This is one of the best matches out of these men. This match was great. This match was all world. I mean, y'all niggas need to, like, pump the brakes, bruh. Respectfully pump the brakes. Was it a good match? Yes. Was it an instant classic? Respectfully, I disagree. No, it was not. But it was a good match. Old school, body part, methodical type of match. I loved it. Number one, CM Punk, that moonsault, bruh, that was straight trash. Respectfully, I was terrible. Number two, CM Punk, that elbow drop, that looked like that sucked, bro. I hope you're okay. That looked like that sucked. Number three, Cody Rhodes lost. Another round of applause for Cody Rhodes losing and not winning the WWE Championship. I mean, listen, man, I'm going to keep it a buck. Cody Rhodes, I did not want this man to win the championship. As I was watching this match, I'm saying to myself, I swear, if Cody Rhodes beats CM Punk, I'm starting the podcast on a rant. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. But I'm going to have to if Punk loses this match. He didn't lose, so you guys didn't get that rant. This was the right decision. This was the right call. Cody Rhodes needed to lose. I wish it was clean, straight up, as it was not clean. It was not straight up, because we've seen the return of the Viper, the Apex Predator, the Legend Killer himself, Mr. RKO everywhere. Randy Orton, man. I'm very happy to see Randy Orton. I love Randy Orton to death. One of the greatest of all time. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Randy Orton's one of the greatest. I love that he came back. I'm happy he came back. He looks great. Clean shave as usual. Big as hell as usual. RKO, the greatest finisher God ever created. They say, everybody in the NBA says, Steph Curry is the greatest shooter God ever created. Yeah, Randy Orton has the greatest finisher God ever created. Let's start using that slogan. Randy Orton's back. I'm happy he's back. He targeted Cody Rhodes. That was the right move there. What happened tonight? I'm gonna end it with this, because we're gonna get out of here. I got stuff to do. What happened with Cody Rhodes tonight needs to be the blueprint, the start, the journey of a heel turn. CM Punk was on interviews saying, like, yo, I ain't turning heel. We ain't doing that. I'm the most popular I've ever been. There's no point. And also, even if I did turn heel, people would cheer me regardless. Exactly, bruh. You could be a face. You could be a heel. It don't matter, bruh. Everybody's going to cheer CM Punk regardless. And that's a fact. They're not cheering for Cody Rhodes as much anymore. We're tired of the shit. We want a new character for Cody Rhodes. That's it. I don't hate Cody Rhodes. Nobody who's on the same wavelength as me does not hate. Does not hate Cody Rhodes. We're just tired of this Captain America political babyface character. I'm tired of it. We need something new. We need a new attitude. We need a new edge, no pun intended, for Cody Rhodes. Are we going to start to slowly see that? I hope we do. I really hope we do. And we keep CM Punk as the top babyface on SmackDown. They need a top heel. I think that heel can be Cody Rhodes. And if done correctly, Cody Rhodes can be one of the biggest heels in professional wrestling, not just WWE. SummerSlam tonight was a thumbs up show. But if I had to give it an actual grade, I'm going to give SummerSlam 2026 I'm going to give it a C minus. It was fine. It was fine. Like I said, it barely cracked a thumbs up show because I honestly just thought it was okay. Nothing negativity about it, nothing positivity about it. It was okay. So I'm going to give it a thumbs up, but it was okay. The final grade I will give SummerSlam, again, was a C minus. It was okay. Maybe I'm a little too harsh. I don't think so. I'm one of the realest WWE content podcasters in the space. I always keep it real. Y'all either like what I have to say or you don't like what I have to say. But y'all got to respect what I have to say. Most importantly, I love you guys so much. Thank you for the support. Your boy will be back tomorrow night for SummerSlam Night 2. And right now where we sit, I am really nervous to see where WWE is going to go heading into the fall and winter months. The product needs to start getting hot again because right now they are just straight up ice cold. Straight trash, ice cold, bruh. Like you put your toe in there, you dipping out. Ice cold. The product is ice cold. I'm sorry to say that. If you are out there and you don't agree, that's fine. That's your opinion. But this is my opinion. It is ice cold. They need something, and they need something big time. We'll see what happens. Hopefully they get their stuff together. Because if everything goes right and everything comes together, WWE can be unstoppable. WWE can be popping. WWE can be popping like they were years ago. Where is that? That's lost now. They need to bring that back. Triple H. We give constructive criticism over here. You got to respect it. You're not doing that much of a good job. And I'm going to always be here giving you my constructive criticism and my honest opinion on the product. Simple. I love you guys. I want y'all to do well. I really want y'all to do well. I'm going to give you the good. I'm going to give you the bad. I'm going to give you the ugly. I'm going to give you the positive, the negatives, the thumbs up or thumbs down. I'm going to be me. At the end of the day, this is the most creative and honest podcast in the space when talking about the WWE. This is the Wrestling Takeover Podcast. And this is Jordan Turner signing off. I'll see y'all tomorrow for night 2. God bless.